Welcome to my message in the dark because it's dark and I'm driving. So this is how it's going to be. Anyway, um, I had some thoughts that were rolling on and through my head today. I had a moment where, because I've just been all over the place today, and I got to walk inside uh, my home today, and it was just like I just took it in. I just breathed, and I was like, so nice to be home. Like the house was clean. My grandmother, but it wasn't like immaculate by any means. Like the floor could definitely use a better mopping than what my 12 year not 12, my 11-year-old did. And the stove could definitely use a better wiping than my 8-year-old did. And, I'm sure there's crumbs and stuff underneath the couch and such. And I'm sure my kids' rooms aren't that great, but the thing is like my house is peaceful. It's my grandma had this sign that hung in her house, and I loved it. Clean enough to be healthy, messy enough to be happy. So even though, yes, I would love an immaculate house where everything was in its place, every floor, board, and nook and cranny was cleaned and bleached or whatever, that would be lovely. But the reality is, I have 6 kids who are learning and growing, and they need an environment where they can do that. And it's messy. Kids are messy. They're really messy. Some more messier than others. And I can tell you that, like, as a young mom, when my kids were younger, I used to get so mad. I was so, like, I needed cleanliness. I needed cleanliness. And there was so much crap, and all my days just were spent just cleaning up, and I was just so exhausted. But really, it's because I had too much stuff. But that's another story. And once I got rid of, most of the stuff, then that solved a lot of problems. There's less stuff to deal with, and there's less cleanup to do. So that's great. So I got rid of anything that didn't serve a purpose, right? But that's another story. But when I was a young mom, I just got mad if water got spilled. I just flipped out, like overreacted, because I was exhausted. And it took me a few years to realize that doesn't matter. My kids are learning and growing, and I need to give them the space to do that. And so I started not worrying so much. Once I did the decluttering and calmed myself down, then I started focusing on what really mattered. And now my house, though it may be a little messy, is peaceful.